welcome to this video blog in which I want to share some insights about differences between the personal aspects and the spiritual aspects of the twin flame relationship. And this is mainly because I've noticed that most people are relating to the relationship from the personal perspective and really not understanding all that we need to do to actually merge in the spiritual realms. It is basically because of how powerful all the mystical experiences, telepathic and unusual experiences, Kundalini awakening, and all the situations that happen in twin flame connections, that we are so eager to really live because there's a part of us inside that we know that that's what we're seeking, that's the kind of satisfaction of happiness that we can experience very deep inside if only we can actually live from our actual spiritual perspective or a spiritual being. But we are living mostly from our personal self, from the lower self, as many call it, and living from that personal self, all the spiritual experiences, it doesn't exactly take us where we want to in regards to the relationship. Why is it that for most the personal relationship with our twin flame is chaotic, is difficult, is filled with suffering? Why? It doesn't happen just because it happens. Most people are experiencing a lot of suffering in twin flame relationships, and this will be for a while until most twin flames that have come to work on themselves for the good of the whole, for the collective unconscious, have been able to anchor the seeds of consciousness that is needed to break through into new level of awareness. Once that is settled, most likely the twin flame connections are not going to be as filled with suffering as are the ones that most people are experiencing nowadays. But why is that? It's not only that it happens for no reason. It is definitely happening for many reasons. And some of the reasons are that we need to transform the way the collective thought about relationships, about love, about life. You see the planet how it is. We are living in chaos. Though there are very nice places where people are in harmony, but for the most part in the planet right now, there's a lot of chaos. And that's a reflection of our inner chaos as people, as individual beings. Though the chaos may be in the problem with Palestine and the Jews, or any other places in South America and all over, but there are lots of problems everywhere. Those are just a reflection of the illusion that we have created about what's essential for life. And so now we are needing to transform those ideas, those belief systems that are creating a reality. Therefore, we are meeting, in the case of those who have acquired a contract to meet the twin flames, we are meeting them so we transform those stagnant pillars of consciousness that are old and they don't work anymore. They have served their purpose, and we need to change in the core of our consciousness so we can create healthier ways of living life as humans with a deeper connection to spirit. We have not had that. Seldom people have, most likely, but for the majority, we have lived based on the mundane physical world. the physical needs and desires that come and stem from our separateness. We are being shown by connecting to spiritual realms, it's been given to us the possibility to know that there are higher realms that fulfill us much deeper, and we are looking for that. But we cannot obtain that sense of fulfillment if we continue to live from our present belief systems that are based on the collective unconscious that has co-created this reality. So why is the personal encounter difficult? You have the answer right now, I hope. It is because we need. People don't change when they're in their comfort zone. We need to be shaken to the ground in order for us to start opening up to other possibilities, to other realms, to new realities. We need them so desperately. But it is a process. It is a process. And now, in this moment, we are going through major turmoil that is needed. This turmoil is needed because it's scratching all the rooted darkness that we have based our reality on. And once this is transformed, cleansed, whatever, healed, we will be able to live from higher mental states. And therefore, the suffering will cease. The suffering will calm down. It's not that as long as we live in third dimension, we're always going to experience some sort of suffering. Suffering is not going to leave. It is very transformative. But the kind of suffering in regards to love that specifically this group of souls have come to work, that needs to change so we can plant the seeds of new awareness that future generations will be able to harvest new energies. So that's why it's so hard right now. It won't be like this forever. It is until we, the warriors, because it requires such a warrior energy to face the difficult aspect of these relationships. The most difficult, which is basically what we're doing, it requires such a deep commitment to transformation that it is very admiring that many people are actually working on themselves so they can allow the spiritual energies to meet with the personal energies, and they meet normally in the heart chakra, where they both can come to some sort of like agreement of existence, where a lot of the spiritual energy is going to be permeated in our mundane world, and we start living from gratitude, from love, in a more natural way, in a more even unconscious natural way, once it's really planted and seeded and it is the base, a new stage over which we conduct our lives. We're going to be walking on this natural state of mind, so we don't have to think about it. It's just going to be natural to live in gratitude, to live in love, to live in appreciation of other friends that we live with, like our animals, like plants, like nature. And that will come very naturally. It's not going to be forced, or like because I think I have to have gratitude and therefore I make myself feel gratitude. It won't be like that after we have been able to connect the higher and the lower selves. I explained part of this in the book Twin Flames, A Journey Towards Unconditional Love, and I share a couple of interviews I've done with some very important people in the psychosynthesis realm about what the soul is, and the higher self and the lower self, which is very helpful for people to understand how our personal self works and how our spiritual self works, and how they both can meet. It's only you who does the journey. Nobody can tell you how to do the journey. But if you can acquire some tools to walk and to discern and to develop more tools internally for your journey, it is very helpful. So just in case, I invite you, you might want to read the book. There's a lot of research and experiences that has been shared in the book. It's called Twin Flames, A Journey Towards Unconditional Love, and you can find it in Amazon and some other ebook places. Anyway, the basic idea is that we need to, our personal self needs to be transformed and elevate in awareness and consciousness so it meets with that transpersonal self or the higher self or the soul. Once they meet and we do it in a very conscious way, we will know when the ego is kicking and wanting to be participating in life, and we will know when the soul is taking control, if I can use the word control, or it's taking over our participation in this life. I hope this has been helpful, and maybe it's given you some clarity about the reasons why we are undergoing through such turmoil. Don't take it so personally. This has a reason. There is a reason why things are this way now. We will be able to have better aspects manifested of this relationship at the personal level once we awaken to our spiritual side and understand that the essence of Twin Flame is awakening to unconditional love, which is not a feeling for just one person. It is an experience beyond duality that helps us understand that love is something beyond fear. Thank you so much for your time, and subscribe to our bilingual channel and share our videos with other people that you think it might be helpful for them. Until the next time, bye-bye.